Ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of a bittersweet day. Because, like, for at least 6 months. Because, like, you know, this is the final Peacemaker Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Doug McDoubles, and welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Next to me is the DC Don Dada, the best friend in the entire world. I heard he went 17-0 against a 5th grade baseball team one time by himself. All right, it's Ray McFlurry II. How you doing, my friend?
Good. It is hard with this recording schedule. It is hard to keep it straight because we're filming like 5 hours before the finale comes out, but we're talking about Earth X Auggie getting stabbed in the neck by Vigilante, and like it's so that's so far past, but now we're talking about it 6.5 days later.
Yeah,
it's very funny to me that we're a week behind on Peacemaker episodes, but yeah, we are here to talk about season 2, episode 7, like a Keith in the night.
Like a Keith in the night. Also, to this
crazy episode.
Crazy episode, craziest one of the season. And 7 out of 7 with just the name puns. Like, I'm here for it.
They were pretty good. Yeah, good episode. Good episode. We had some predictions. And like almost all of them came true. I was like, Judo Master definitely saving Adebayo, and then he electrocuted 18 people in the swimming pool. Yep. I was like, the Vigilantes are easily just going to talk it out, and then they just talked it out and then whooped ass. It was an insane episode for many reasons. Like, you knew the action was coming. You knew the team-up vigilante killing cops was going to happen. Killing Nazis was going to happen. And even when it happened, it was still crazy. Like watching Earth 1 vigilante get shot. And Earth 2 vigilante walk the fucking cop down that shot him. Like, putting 8 of them in his chest. I want nothing less from it. Like, that shit is incredible.
Yes, dude. It was great.
Yeah,
like,
so even like that stuff was great.
Lethal.
But then you get into the true twists and turns and the shocks of this episode. And the true shock is that his father, Peacemaker's father on Earth 2, Earth X, Auggie, he is not this complete crazed Nazi monster that Earth 1 Auggie was. He is more of not a good guy, not specifically a good guy. He is a guy that doesn't agree with the world around him, but doesn't do a whole lot to change it. Kind of exists in the status quo in his mansion with his famous sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, was he better than Earth 1 Auggie? I say low bar. You know, like, right. I say very low bar.
He didn't make his kids beat each other to death. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, it's a little different. Like, I don't get the vibe that he really cared about his son Chris that much. Yeah. That was really weird. How he was just like, listen, okay, I believe you. You gotta go. Like, let's get you out of here. Yeah. Like, okay, my son was a mess. Like, I believe you. He probably did that to you. Yep.
He probably did.
Father.
He probably did that stuff.
Like, Keith's reaction should have been more like Augie's was, I thought. But it was so flipped on its head. I did not expect it at all. It was such a good, I don't know, not subversion of expectations, because I didn't expect anything, period. But I just didn't, for 1 second, did I not think, like, that's the Nazi of this universe. And he's like, don't you dare call me that, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Like, getting actually offended by it.
That threw us for a loop.
Second did I expect it.
Lexi and I watching that, and she went, I thought his dad was, I was like, nope, different dad. She goes, oh, his dad's not evil. And then Chris said, he wasn't a Nazi. Like, it was so heartbreaking, dude.
Oh, as soon as he starts making his speech, it wasn't even about the speech. It was about the camera panning to where the windows are behind him. I said, he is dying.
Yeah, without doubt.
No. Yeah. Just the cringe that I had, like, knowing that Vigilante is crashing through that plate glass window and killing him brutally before anyone can say anything. Just knowing for those 7 seconds, as you see him running up into the window, and then he just stabs the fuck out of him.
Gets his ass, dude. It was heartbreaking.
It was it was heart-wrenching in a way I didn't expect. Yeah. Because, yes, like, Peacemaker, he having to see that again. Like, let's think about it. In Earth 1, yes, he has killed his brother and his father. In Earth X, he has killed himself. So he has killed he has killed all 3 of these people.
He killed the top trio.
He is watching his well, I don't know. Vigilante is Peacemaker's best, or they're best friends, but I don't think Chris really sees Vig that way.
Right,
but he sees this person that was said to be his best friend at one point crash through the window and brutally murder a better person version of his father. And then after that, his brother from this other world goes absolutely ape shit, as one would.
Yeah.
And then he has to watch all of his friends, his friend group, the 11th Street kids, just brutally start murdering Keith.
Yeah.
Like, just to have to watch it a second time, like that fucking scream, the stop, when he screams, stop.
Wow.
What acting.
Wow.
What acting, dude.
The Rock, eat your heart out. We'll get to you later.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
$6 million opening weekend.
Yeah, eat my balls.
Yeah, no, what a subvert. Like, I did not expect, we didn't spend much time there. I thought we'd spend a little more time there. Instead, the whole episode was like, let's get the fuck out of here instead of let's kill these Nazis. And yeah, he was, just to see Auggie be like, you're right, let's get you out of here. You guys got to go home. Like, you don't belong here at all. I don't, Oh, just such a subversion of something I didn't see coming. I don't even know how to expect or how to describe the curveball to the curveball. Like, it was just crazy to me.
Yeah, without a doubt. And let's be very clear, like, Vigilante was, oh man, he was so excited to kill Auggie. He was like, he has no idea. Yeah. I'm about to finally get him.
I mean, there's gaps in the armor.
There's gaps in the armor. And this time, no helmet. It's over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even need the gaps.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm really interested, though, because the finale's tonight. I want to know more about Auggie, because he's not a Nazi. Okay, the cops in this universe are Nazis.
Yes, they are corrupt Nazi cops.
Shout out Gibbons or whatever. Fitzgibbons coming back as the head of the police or whatever. The girl obviously couldn't come back for obvious reasons, even as good as an actress as she was.
Yes.
But like, Keith doesn't kill any of those cops. It is straight up Auggie saving Peacemaker and Harcourt on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Keith didn't shoot any of them, dude.
Yeah.
It was pretty much only Blue Dragon taking out the Nazi cops. And then later, which the coldest line in the show, I didn't say he was innocent. I said he's not here, or you're not coming in, or whatever. When he's talking to Fitzgibbon or whatever.
Yeah,
like that is an unbelievable. Like, I wanted to see more. He definitely wasn't a good person, but he was against this Nazi regime to at least a certain degree.
Yes,
which I want to see more, because his son Keith definitely wasn't.
Yeah, because he was
disappointed as fucking Keith for chasing after Adebayo on the street.
Like, he was like, "What the hell did you do that for? We don't do that."
But Keith is Keith is that
way,
out. Dude.
Yeah, you can't. No,
dude,
even Auggie was like, "You can't."
Bad.
I raised you better than that. That's why he was like, "Look, he had his issues." Like, and you saw like, I think it was like the second episode where like, Peacemaker like gets a shirt and you see all the pills and stuff like that. Like, you think a parent isn't gonna go through their kids' drawers? Let's be very clear. You think a parent isn't gonna know? You know what I mean?
That's true. I guess it is. That would show he cares about him a little bit.
Yeah, because like,
in a world where Harcourt can have like cocaine residue on her jacket and get completely, arrested and confined and taken prisoner or whatever, like his father would turn him in for drugs. I feel like if he was a Nazi and Chris wasn't, or that, he wouldn't cover for his son knowing he had all these illegal pills.
Exactly.
And drugs and, it was just the whole dynamic, dude.
Like it's I'm so excited to see what today brings, man. Like I'm so pumped. Now I talked about this, I think it was last episode or the episode before, where there was a scene where they open a door and it's a spider with a skull on top.
Yes.
And you were a little confused. You're like, I didn't see that. Like, I'm real confused.
It was a preview for the next episode. I did end up seeing it eventually.
Well, they had dropped it when they did like he was coming to HBO Max, and so when it was like when Peacemaker was going to come out like a month and a half later, it showed that scene with Butterly opening that door. And I'm so glad like they kept it. Number one, we get to see it, and I wasn't crazy. I was right. Thank God. I was so like,
I don't know why there is a door jam in that universe. Are those spiders making doors?
Dude,
what the fuck? How did that? I want to see these alternate universes. The Candyland especially looks exciting.
Yeah,
like I don't even know what they're doing in there, man.
There's got to be an imp. Like, truly.
You think so?
Do you have any predictions? What do you got today, my friend, for Peacemaker?
So with the episode ending with Rick Flag Sr. getting the the door portal or whatever. I see him opening it. You know, obviously we've got the preview of them opening different doors to different worlds like Candyland and the spider monster things. I think, and I don't know how, I know it's an hour episode tonight and it's the finale. I want G.I. Robot. Like, how are you going to do a show, Creature Commandos, that features G.I. Robot so heavy, and then do a connected show about a Nazi universe and then not bring in G.I. Robot? So that's still my prediction. I know I said some ludicrous shit, or like Uncle Sam was going to show up, and which I still think that dude was the leader of the Sons of Liberty on that Earth.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
because he didn't show up. But also I thought the all-oral vigilante would be different instead of exactly the same. But I think G.I. Robot. If I had a prediction,
Vigilante's the nexus point. He's the main.
Robot's my thing.
He's the nexus being that keeps it all together. He's the same in every universe.
Dude, they're a little different though. Did you notice that? Okay, so they were talking about Adrian's like, yeah, the Nazis didn't win World War II here or whatever. Like, they're talking about that, and so Earth X Adrien says, yeah, that's why I joined the Sons of Liberty, because I couldn't sit by and watch this happen, this injustice, and, you know, breaking the law or whatever. And then Earth One goes, that's exactly how I feel when I kill people that do graffiti.
Oh,
and then he was like, I feel like that's a bit harsh, or not.
That's
right.
Like,
one has a moral compass and one has a conscience. That's the difference. That's the difference in the Adrians. The nothing else. They're the same badass motherfucker that lives in Fernape, but one has a conscience and one has a moral compass.
I love that, dude. I completely forgot all about that.
Crazy.
Oh my! That seems a bit harsh.
Yeah,
and I know, dude. Oh my gosh, that's so great.
It was so good. It was such a little tiny.
Yeah.
You know,
just a little peek at like what's the real difference. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any do you think we're gonna get any cameos this episode?
No. We got Lex. We got Lex's first goon in command. I don't think so. I mean, we might get the reveal that Flurry is Martian Manhunter. We might get fucking Eagly showing he's really an imp or something. But cameos? I don't know. People have said like Overman. We're gonna see a David Corn Sweat Overman cameo. I'm like,
okay.
I don't think so.
Like, I would love to see.
I think I specifically said at one point, we're not going to fucking see Lex Luthor or anybody like that, and then we see Lex Luthor. So, you know, take my opinion with a grain of salt, but I just don't feel like James is going to cameo porn the finale of his season.
I kept seeing things on Twitter where they were like, oh, one of the Blue Beetles is going to show up. Like, it might be Booster in a different universe. Yeah. And then they were like, well, realistically, what if it's a Lantern cameo? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what if it's something to do with Lanterns coming up?
Cameo even be?
Yeah,
like they're just in trouble and Deus Ex Machina, the
you see
Green
Kilowog
Lantern
or something,
shows up.
You know,
like,
you know,
how do you write it in? I don't
know. I would love to see another version. I could have swore I remember hearing about Vampire Peacemaker. Did we not talk about Vampire Peacemaker, or did I dream this shit up?
You asked me about Vampire Peacemaker. I think this same exact question last episode, and I also didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Man, I
don't think we worked through it at all either.
I pray that comes into fruition. Like, I would love to see something crazy. Like, I would love to see a Titan or just, you know, just something cool, you know, but in all reality, I doubt it. Jason Sudeikis' Ted Kord is just, you know,
I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think so, dude.
You know what I mean?
Maybe they'd have to have been in the Superman movie. I don't think.
I respect that.
I think if we saw somebody, it would be like we'd see Green Lantern, Guy Gardner again, but very specifically, like, I don't know.
Him with a puke
I don't
fetish?
even know how he would, like, they would bring him in, because they were so definitive in the first episode they don't fuck with Peacemaker.
No, that's
I don't
true.
see cameos at all, dude.
I respect that.
Period. I don't know. It's a 57-minute episode or something tonight, which is.
I'm gonna call it Danny inside the mother box. What's up?
Maybe, dude.
Deep cut. No.
Maybe. A couple more things about Vigilante, then we can move on.
Yes.
Number one, I didn't realize until later, and I was looking on the Reddit threads and stuff, people thought Earth 2 Vigilante died when he shut the door to after Harcourt. why would you ever think that? Vigilante's one of the badassest motherfuckers in the show, and he is shown to win firefights.
There was only 3 cops,
and they killed most of them. Like I don't know.
And
what
also,
the fuck?
If you see when he closed the door, when he flipped, he did 2 shots upside down. You think those didn't hit somebody? Out of your mind?
The fucking mind melter that was
like he
reading
shot
the
those
comments.
Cops.
Oh my god, I hope you survived. I'm like, people thought for a second he didn't survive.
I thought you were gonna talk about them being like, oh, did you think like he got like they swapped places?
Oh, that's stupid.
And then James Gunn
reason? What reason for a second would they ever swap places? If
James
anything, they both would have came.
Yeah,
like
if anything, they both would have showed up.
What reasoning would they? Oh, it's stupid. Fucking idiots. Idiots.
It makes me so happy, dude.
Another thing. What was it? The quote. When they were like, yeah, Nazis won here, and then there's like that beat, and our Adrian's like, oh, I came here with somebody that's black, or that's technically black.
Oh yeah.
And the other Adrian's like, oh, so like you can't notice? He's like, oh no, it's the first thing I noticed about it. I'm like, that is funny as fuck.
That's the most autistic.
That's so Adrian. Yeah, so autistic.
Yeah.
And this one may just be me. Okay, this one may just be me projecting. When Earth 2 Adrien shows up and it's Judo Master, Adebayo, and then the 2 Vigilantes, he says, hey, Ads, it's me. And this is other me. Other Adrien puts on the nicest white guy voice to introduce himself. He's like, hey, nice to meet you. It's Vigilante, but it's Vigilante customer service, non-threatening. I'm not like everybody else white. I don't know how to describe it, but as a white person, I have an ear for that voice when you're trying your hardest to be like,
I'm cool.
Super not threatening. I'm cool. I know we may not be like from the same place, but like we can have this conversation and it not be weird. It was that type of, hey, nice to meet you. It was so god dang funny to me in the time.
I
haven't seen anybody else talk about it.
I don't have black friends, but I'm cool but I'm fine around black people.
But it's not by choice. It's by where I live.
Yeah, that's true. It's only because there's nobody in town.
Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately, where we live, we were rural Arkansas.
Damn,
we had like one black kid in the school, and they were in 3rd grade. You know, we were seniors. So like, I identified with that in a way that was very unfortunate.
Yes,
you just put on it's a code switch. You're even wider than you can imagine. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I heard that level in his voice, dude. I don't know.
There, no, I 100% know what you mean. I immediately got it. That makes me so happy.
I don't think I can make a clip of that because no one's going to behave in the comments, but that's a real legitimate thing.
Yes, no, 100% is. He was like, I'm rural white, but like I'm not that kind of rural white. Like I grew up in the boonies, but like not like that kind of boonies. Like you know what I mean?
This is how in the boonies we grew up. Neither one of us are white by nationality, but we're white because we grew up in the boonies. Like you're Hispanic as a motherfucker, and my mom is literally like the clan mother to our freaking tribe. Like she's on her way to being clan mother to our tribe. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like. Yeah, we identified with that in a way that was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I love it. I love everything about Vigilante. This is just Vigilante. Like, he needs his own spinoff.
Yeah,
man.
Dude.
I don't know.
I give him 6 episodes.
Give him a YouTube podcast series that's canon that's just him talking about fucking animal facts, you know, like don't give him his own show, give him a YouTube podcast series or
give
something.
Him 7 episodes of him telling stories with Adebayo or something, or like Economos, and like this one time I met this guy and they were like, I think that was so and so, and he's like, did you hear this one time like that there's alligators in the sewers, and you know they bring up like Killer Croc eventually just on a random podcast. Like I would love this. Him having Condiment King on the podcast and him not thinking him as a threat or a villain. So he's like, "Oh, you're my buddy," you know. Like I would.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I could see something.
I never thought about that. Yeah, some villain like NBA players do their podcast in season. Yeah, Vigilante sitting there with the Scarecrow or something.
Yes, dude.
Oh, so what went wrong? Like last time you tried to kill the Batman, like you ended up in Arkham, and
he goes, "Oh, I don't go to Gotham."
It's like,
that makes me so happy. Okay, so genuinely, I think this is gonna be a season finale for the ages, and I truly hope we get a season 3. There was before the podcast aired. I got Ray so
people on
heated.
the internet are fucking idiots. They're so stupid. People are stupid about this specifically because anything he says, he can say something that there is no way that you can misconstrue what he said. There's no way you need the context to even understand what he said. And they can take that quote and they can tweet it, and then somebody will talk about it on a podcast, and then somebody else will make a TikTok about that podcast, and then somebody else that is a commentary TikToker will make a TikTok about the podcast, about the headline, about the clip, about the Instagram threads response from James Gunn. And by the time it gets to the idiot or whoever on TikTok or YouTube that's presenting this as fucking news, it is not the original quote anymore. It is amazing to me how the same, we talked about it last episode too, like with the fucking Colin Farrell non-news that has been reported by every fucking news agency now because it's absurd. Yeah. Nobody needs to be talking about this every day. There doesn't need to be a need for like daily news updates about shit. Like people are pulling the most nothing quotes and blowing them up and quite honestly whipping that certain part of the fan base that is constantly online into a frenzy over nothing.
Yeah.
Over nothing. Like the amount of talk I've seen about no Peacemaker season 3 compared to Peacemaker season finale tonight is going to be incredible is ridiculous.
Yes.
It is ridiculous. I can't stand it.
I 100% agree.
Text it to Brad.
Okay.
On TikTok. He didn't really have a response. James Gunn has put us through the ringer.
True.
Okay? Said, let's leave Guardians 3 out of this. We know how Guardians 3 affected you.
Yes.
Okay? Just this calendar year.
Yes.
We have seen Weasel's backstory.
Yes.
We have seen Dr. Phosphorus's wife and child get killed, and they made him play in the blood, so he looked guilty.
Yep.
We got to see Nina. We got to see the bride. We watched Molly get shot in the head in Superman. We have watched every episode.
Crypto get tortured a little bit.
Yeah. And we've watched every single episode of Peacemaker get sadder than the last one.
Yeah.
And it is just, this man, can he write something happy? Like even Superman, which was pretty happy, he still shoots Molly in the fucking head like a quarter of the way through that movie, you know?
And they're like, you know what Clayface we're going to do? The one where he's horrifically disfigured and practical effects.
And it becomes depressed.
Well, you know what? You know what Supergirl we're going to do? The one where she sees her entire family be murdered and she's just a raging alcoholic on a space bender. She's a drunk.
It's crazy, man. He's been on one this year.
Yeah, holy shit.
He's fucking been on one.
You're absolutely right.
He's hurt us a lot this year, and we've celebrated it.
Yeah, we have.
Episode after episode.
Yeah, especially episode 7. That really... Yeah. Oh my god!
I don't know how the man made me grieve for fucking Blue Dragon, but somehow he did.
Dude, just
somehow he did.
Before you know what? I know I truly do want to talk about him for a second because I'll tell you how we're actually going to switch. This is how I told you we get back to you, bitch. When I heard that scream from John Cena, I sat up.
It was incredible.
It almost brought a tear to my eye. Like, what is wrong with us? Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? That rang in my ear so true. Like, it was so beautifully done. I was so impressed with what John Cena has been able to accomplish. The jump from season 1 to season 2 is a S tier class. Like, it is so impressive what he's been able to accomplish.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable.
Yes, absolutely. Like, and then, I know we said in the intro, like, this will be the last episode. We're going to talk about the finale next week. But, like, again, John Cena, your flowers are well-deserved, my friend. Congratulations. Hey, man, let me tell you something. John Cena made a movie. You know what it'd make better than the box office? More than $6 million, you fucking tool. Hey, remember that movie where he was in a firehouse with one of the guys from Key and Peele? It was like a kid's movie. You know what his box office was?
No.
27 mil.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You know what The Rock's masterpiece apparently was? 6 mil.
Yeah.
How you going to team up with the villain from Happy Gilmore 2 for a movie? You think it's going to do well, bro? Come on.
Yeah, this is the one where he was like, I'm really trying. Like, that has been the whole press tour for the Smashing Machine is like...
I'm not The Rock in this.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not The Rock.
I'm Dwayne Johnson. I am going to be this character.
It was going to be the first time he was playing the character.
People tried to compare it to the Iron Claw. Like with Jeremy Allen, they were like, it's going to be this level. They were talking about how, like, I saw on Twitter the other day, or not the other day, it was about maybe a month ago. They were talking about The Rock is about to do a press run that is insane, the same level of Brendan Fraser and everything else, because people are going to love him so much from this movie. And it hurt my heart because how fucking dare you? And number two, I thought this movie was going to do well. I really did. I thought the trailers looked great.
Potential to,
yeah. But man, was I wrong.
Yeah, it still has time, but what a piss poor opening weekend. Like,
yeah,
just embarrassing. For it to be the one where he's like, I don't know, like, you know, The Rock's whole deal has always been he's got it written in his contract he can't lose, and he's always got to be made to look like at least equal or better than the opponent and stuff. Like, he's always just been such a strange wrestler turned actor. Yeah. And then this is the one where he's like, I'm really trying. I think you guys will really appreciate the effort I went through to not be. And then it's just, I don't know. Maybe he did a good job. Maybe he didn't. I'm sure it'll be sure fucking tanked. I don't know.
Like, and it might be the same quality as The Fighter with Christian Bale and I think it was Mark Wahlberg. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something like that, and it'd be an absolute fucking masterpiece. But we're not in the age of DVDs anymore, so you can't have that kind of cult classic feel.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a great
Streaming
movie.
Era doesn't like
Without a paddle. You know what I mean? You know what bombed? Without a paddle.
Yeah, that's the type of shit you rent. Like, rent at the video store
for multiple weekends. Like, what are you and the boys doing? Oh, we ordered a pizza. We're gonna get stoned, and we're about to watch The Rundown with The Rock and Sean William Scott. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, what or what are you gonna do? Man, I really think The Rock, the people are finally getting an understanding for how bad The Rock is. And it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, Black Adam was just
not good.
The turning point. Like, I truly love this.
Black Adam was like, people, and this is gonna, like, there was a point pre-Black Adam and all of that where he was genuinely, like, he had some support. He was like, I've thought about running for president. Like, he was that, he was that beloved by the general population. Like, the general public.
And then it's about drive, it's about power.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, he tried to take over the DC hierarchy, and then he dropped that song, and then he's not family friendly. I don't know what happened. Everybody switched up on him. Yeah. Like it was nothing. But at one point, like, he was it.
At one point, every year, there was a Rock movie with Kevin Hart or some type of content with Kevin Hart every year for like 7 years. And people ate that shit up, dude.
Dude, we've talked about it before.
Every year and a half.
We've shown the picture of this is 4 different The Rock movies.
Yes.
I saw a video of him addressing that. Somebody asked him at like an Entertainment Tonight like interview, like a press junket thing. They were just like, can you name all 4 of these movies? He got visibly annoyed. He was like, of course I can name all 4 of them. He was like, he defended himself so hard, you could tell this had eaten at him. Like, he had seen it before. He knew exactly what it was. And yeah, I mean, he got all 4 of them right. But like, he knew exactly what movies they were from. But he was like frustrated that it was brought up almost, or that it was still a thing. You know, he was just like, this is ridiculous. I know all 4 of them.
Yes, and here's the thing. That's very exciting that you know all 4 of them. But if we pulled a Jimmy Kimmel, you know, and we were like, we met people in the street and you're like, hey, can you name all 4 of these Rock movies? They would think a lot of them are the same movie, or they would guess random names or the wrong fucking movies. So remember that. You might remember them all because you remember that paycheck, big dog. But man, a lot of people don't know the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people forget that you made a movie that was that, or you know what I mean? Like, it's you've been in safari gear for 25 years.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear, big dog. And haven't had that big of a hit.
It gets to a point.
It gets to a point where it's okay to ask you that joke. And, you know, based on how friendly you are and this, that, and the other, you should have laughed at that. You genuinely like it would have swayed us.
He was a good sport about it, but like you could tell he'd seen it before and was.
But I've seen enough interviews of him being a genuine person where they would have shown him that if he would have started laughing, I would have been like, my dog gets it. I'm fine with him. Like it would have turned me.
There may have been some laughs, but he was ready, way too ready to defend himself.
Okay, yeah. See, like if they did, like, you know how John Cena loves he understands and acknowledges that you can't see me, and James Gunn fucking hates it. Like I watched the GQ thing the other day, and they asked him about it, and he goes, "Oh, somewhere James is flipping his damn laptop right now. He hates these jokes so much." Yeah. And so he explained it, and he goes, "Hey, James, hope you're doing well." In the middle of the video, because he was like, he knows how much he hates it. Oh, that's great. Man. You know,
we were sitting at home this weekend, and we put on this movie for my daughter. My sister was there. And I had kind of forgotten about this because we were kids the last time we watched this movie. But I put on Spirit.
The horse movie?
Cimarron.
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah. You know who? Oh, sorry, go ahead. My
sister hates it. My sister hates it.
Yeah, she seems like she would hate fun.
She hates that movie.
I did not mean that. I'm so sorry.
She doesn't watch this podcast.
Yeah, but her ears are twinging right now because
she probably heard you.
Yeah, because I said some shit. You know what I mean? I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
She's hated that movie since we were kids, and I put it on for Ruby. You know, I put it on for my daughter, and Dad was like, "This is not going to go well." And then he leaves. They went to something. They had somewhere to go, and then we're watching the movie, and it's about 5 minutes in. I'm like, "Oh my God, is that Matt Damon?" And I'm like, "That is Matt Damon, son of a bitch." And then Spirit's doing his thing. He's running around, and then the soldiers are captured him. They got the lassos on him. Yeah. And my sister, who is laying on the couch, she stands up, gets her pillow and blanket, and puts them at the other end of the couch. And she says, "Fuck this stupid ass fucking sad goddamn movie. Fuck this stupid sad movie." And she laid down where she couldn't see the TV, which is funny enough on its own. But then as the movie went on, it kind of hooked her. It hooked her, and she watched the rest of the movie and really enjoyed it. And I realized in that moment, she had never watched more than 7 minutes into Spirit because she had no idea the horse wins. She saw the lasso around the horse. She saw that dude try to break it, and she said, "No more. I will not." And I got to watch my 28-year-old sister watch a movie from 2002 for the first time.
Oh, dude, that makes me so happy.
She had never seen it, dude. He makes the jump over the canyon, and General Custer looking ass is on the other side, and he gives that little nod of respect. Yeah. My sister's hooked, dude. That's it. She was as hooked as a 7-year-old. Oh, man. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, it is
one of the best Westerns of all time. Dude, oh, my God.
Absolutely.
What a freaking movie.
The same production company who made that is DreamWorks, obviously. But they made, like, El Dorado. Like the Prince of Egypt, they made Sinbad.
Beautiful ass movie.
Yeah, dude, like shout out. Like it makes me so happy. There's always been a tweet that resonates with me because it's so fucking funny because I love Spirit. I watched it as a kid. That was the coolest movie, bro. And so I saw a tweet recently and I sent it to Lexi. And it was like, there are two people in this world. You either like the movie Spirit or you don't like it because you're sexually frustrated because how much you like the horse. And
that's the thing with Spirit is they are on so many Hear Me Out cakes. That's horses on so many Hear Me Out cakes.
No, not even the native guy. Not even the Indian guy. Like it's strictly
horse.
Yeah, I can't even remember the dude's name because I just think it was that fucking horse. But like it's so nuts. But we were talking about The Rock earlier, you know what I mean? And it's kind of funny because, like, if you kind of remember the end of Fast 10, I think that's what it is. It ended with a post-credit scene of Jason Momoa calling The Rock. He's like, "Oh, you're next. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Jason Momoa." And so now it was recently reported that the final Fast and the Furious movie may not be made without $15 million of budget cuts, according to Universal. And I'm telling you right now, it's because of that fucking AI they're doing for Paul Walker, dude. Like they're bringing.
Is that what they're wanting to do?
Yeah, they already announced they're bringing. Really? They're like Ryan's coming back for the final movie.
Well, sounds like they've announced a lot of shit for something that they don't have funding for or approval for
Yeah.
or like a script
And Vin
for.
Diesel announced it at like a giant press conference. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that news was really confusing because they were like, the sequel's not a thing. It's not moving forward. They need to cut $50 million in budget for it to even think about getting approved. The script isn't there. There was a laundry list of things for a movie that came out. That was like our 18th episode of the podcast was the Fast 10 review.
Yes.
Like, it was so long ago that you would think that they would be much further along in the process other than like trying to cut $50 million of budget to be able to then think about starting production.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane for a movie that ended like, wasn't the car in the air on a cliffhanger type shit?
It was driving down the Hoover Dam with him and his son.
It was ridiculous how it ended.
Yeah, and Jason Momoa was then called The Rock and was like, "I'm coming for you." Yeah. So it's like, what? Okay.
I am excited for.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
Whatever Comic-Con happened today, I don't think we ever figured it out.
No, we did not.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Boom.
Game of Thrones spinoff trailer drops.
I am excited for this.
Okay. This is the smallest scale story that George has ever written.
Yep.
This is a story that, when you talk Game of Thrones, how many POV characters are there throughout the 5 books?
5,000.
Like 50. Like 31, I think, or something that aren't like one-off.
And then 72 that they wrote in.
Yeah. And then House of the Dragon, it's like it follows Fire and Blood, which is the book series. It follows every Targaryen and the High Towers and the Valerians and the same thing. This is called The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It is adapting the Dunk and Egg novellas.
Okay.
Dunk is he is a knight. His story starts very similarly actually to A Knight's Tale. We start off in A Knight's Tale with the knight they were working for, was it Aldrich von Liechtenstein? He dies and they're having to figure out what to do. Same thing with Dunk, right? So Dunk was a squire to, can't remember his name. So and so. But the start of the story is him dying, it being kind of up in the air. He proceeds with his life as if he was knighted by that knight before he died. So he is Sir Duncan, right? Sir Duncan the Tall. But it's kind of ambiguous whether he actually was ever knighted by anybody.
Yes.
So kind of the same thing with A Knight's Tale, where they're like, he puts on and he pretends to be, and then he eventually gets knighted and it all works out and shit. But yeah, it's kind of the same sort of story, but it focuses on 2 people, not 31 POVs. It is Dunk and Egg, right? And so this movie, or this show, with the 2.5-minute trailer.
Yes.
It is, number one, very colorful. For some reason, the shows, Game of Thrones and House of Dragon, they just don't like colors.
No,
like
they don't.
George,
everything's gray.
George is a describer. He's descriptive as fuck.
100%.
Everybody's coat of arms, everybody's, dress. All of the 7 kingdoms have very specific colors they like and styles they like. In the show, everybody looked the same. Everybody wore black or gray, or it was drab and depressing. This trailer is so fucking bright and saturated. It looks fantastic. That is one major thing about it that is just like, you won't have to turn your TV brightness up to watch it in the evening or in the daytime. Okay. Like, that has been 8 seasons of Game of Thrones and 2 seasons of House of the Dragon. It is why is it so dark? Why didn't they light the set? Like that's always the modern problem with modern streaming shows is like the lighting just fucking sucks sometimes. With this, looks fantastic. Another thing they're not doing, this is told from a commoner, a peasant's POV. Sir Dunk is a knight, but he's a hedge knight. He doesn't have a lord he serves. He's just a roaming knight, kind of working for whatever he can find. And his squire is this guy called Egg, right? And one thing this trailer did not do, and I only know this because I've read the other stuff and I've heard spoilers, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Egg is a Targaryen, but you don't know it. He's a prince. He's a prince to the throne, but he's just like I don't know how they get together. I don't know why he's his squire, but they do not hint to it. They don't hint at it. There is no look at these two on this adventure. I wonder who this mysterious bald little boy could be. Why doesn't he have hair? That's suspicious. Or, there's none of that. It's like, it's Dunk and Egg. It's not Dunk and Aegon Targaryen. It's Dunk and Egg. And I think the trailer looks so fucking brilliant. Because Game of Thrones 1 through season 3 or 4, brilliant adaptation. Everything after that off the rails. Haven't watched any House of the Dragon, but I've heard its adaptation to the screen is awful.
Yeah.
It has been really bad.
Yeah.
This has been the one where George has like made a blog post and he's like, this is my book on the screen. He was like, I am very happy with how this is.
Good.
So I'm very excited to see it. I don't know. Maybe seeing this show gives him that motivation or that like renewed sense of the fandom, like wanting to read his shit or whatever, like whatever motivation he needs to put that book out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because House of the Dragon, he didn't like it. He was public about not liking it, and he hated how they changed it, and they kind of beefed him and the showrunner publicly. He didn't like how the fan perception to season 8 of Game of Thrones was. So now I'm hoping like this, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, his, novellas from when he was, I think they were written in like 96. They're so old. Like, I'm hoping this gives him the motivation to either make the other 8 novellas that he said he was going to write within this story for Duncan Egg, or the other goddamn books.
Well, yeah, it's like,
or win the winner. Win the winner, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of this podcast, I just wanted to say one thing and one thing alone. Coming soon to ABC, ladies and gentlemen, the Scrubs Revival. Got you guys. I'm Dougie McDoubles. This is Ray McFlurry II. Drink plenty of water. Be safe. Peacemaker season finales tonight. See you guys next time.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want to